Muy buenas a todos, chicos, chicas, todo lo que hay por el medio. Bienvenidos un día más a Berkin Gaming, vuestro streamer gay de mediana edad de confianza. Muy buenas, Arrevid, muy buenas, Jojo. Me alegro de que estéis ahí. Muy buenas, Riku, ¿qué tal? Bueno, me habéis pillado saliendo de la relajatetera que he estado estos días haciendo un poquito de los muebles nuevos que han metido con motivo del nuevo evento, ¿vale? Que han metido una serie de muebles para la relajatetera para que nos hagamos nuestras propias salas de juego de invocación de los sabios. Que no está nada, nada mal. ¡Ey, me has pillado! Bueno, pues os cuento un poquito cuál va a ser el roadmap de hoy. Hoy vamos a hacer los recados del juego pronto, gastar la resina rapidito, porque hoy, pues bueno, tocan flores y cosas así. No hay de momento visos de ningún evento genial. Pero hoy sí que me quiero poner un poco más serio con esta rail porque bueno, ha pasado algo y ahora mismo tengo un montón de mierda para subir y para hacer pendiente. Entonces, se vienen cositas. Ya os lo digo yo. Vamos a ver.
Written in the stars. Nice and spicy. Speed of light.
Y bueno, os preguntaréis, ¿qué son esas cositas que se vienen? Pues, a ver, os voy a contar un poco cómo ha sido el tema. Pues hoy me he despertado a eso de las 7 de la mañana, un poquito antes de que se despertase Gris para ir a trabajar, ¿vale? Y pues bueno, me ha pasado lo típico de, disculpar, lo típico de por alguna razón se te queda enganchado un pensamiento y no te duermes. ¿Qué pensamiento fue ese? Por alguna razón se me vino Silverwolf a la cabeza y se me enganchó que ya había hecho las tiradas, entonces dije, mira, como no me estoy durmiendo y estoy dando vueltas, me voy a levantar, voy a hacer las verdaderas tiradas y eso me va a sobreescribir el cráneo para, para dormir. Y efectivamente, he dormido como un lirón hasta que han empezado otra vez con el taladro de los cojones. Pero bueno, la parte interesante es qué nos ha salido o qué me ha salido en esas tiraditas de Star Rail. Pues bueno, ¿cuál sería mi sorpresa? No, lo que pasa es que en el piso de arriba, literal, lo han tirado todo, todo. Y no, no, no. O sea, yo me he levantado, me he hecho lo mío, me he vuelto a acostar y al cabo de un cuarto de hora he oído despertarse a mi chico y yo estaba ya en el quinto sueño y para adelante. Pero bueno, bueno, este señor técnicamente hay que hacerlo todo como nos pide, pero me tira de los mismísimos mucho, así que voy a hacerlo como a mí me dé la gana. Pero bueno, el caso es que yo tenía, si no me equivoco, unas 15 tiradas o
I will not
me he matado
quiet.
por hablar. Tenía unas, eso, 13, 15 tiradas, algo así. Y bueno, he hecho las 10 primeras y ¿cuál sería mi sorpresa? Que sí, sí que me han salido un 5 estrellas. Estaba en unas 70 y algo tiradas de pity y sí que me ha salido un 5 estrellas. Pero no era Silverwolf. En este caso me ha salido uno de los personajes que estaba pensando en cogerme de los personajes que regalan con las 300 tiradas. Y el caso es que me ha salido Himeko, con lo cual, pues bueno, ya puedo centrarme en coger a Bailu, a Clara, a cualquier otro personaje. Pero, ¿cuál sería la cosa? Pues con las esquirlas que dan por las tiradas y demás, me las arreglé para juntar otras 7 tiradas. Y cosas de la vida, en la cuarta me ha tocado Silverwolf. Así que doble unicornio telépata de guerra, señores. No es solo que tenga un 5 estrellas, sino que tengo 2 para ponerme a farmear como un campeón. Así que ahora mismo tengo... literal, tengo uno de los cazadores más meta del juego, uno de los support más meta, dos de los nihiladores más meta del juego y tengo la erudita más rota que hay ahora mismo. Así que no me puedo quejar. La duda es ahora cuál va a ser el equipo que voy a montar, porque técnicamente Silverwolf está pensada para, curiosamente, repetir elementos de personajes. Sé que la voy a emparejar fijo con Silly porque son cuánticas, pero lo que nos diría la idea es que la junte con otro, con el mismo elemento. En este caso, Kinchi, pero también podríamos juntarla con la trazacaminos de fuego y, por ejemplo, con Jimeko. No sé muy bien cómo haré. Bueno, vamos a continuar. Propagación del mal, esta es facilita. Bueno, y por el camino también me tocó otro eidolon de Asta. Así que, nada mal. La parte buena es que uno de los conos de luz indicados para Silverwolf se saca con el evento, con lo cual no está nada mal. Pero bueno, yo no obstante haré alguna tiradita en el banner de armas, en el de conos en este caso, a ver si hay suerte y me sale.
Let me scribe. Speed of light. Hey! Boba, get them! Written in the stars. With sword comes shadow.
Y bueno, ¿cómo lo veis? El equipo Kachin yo creo que tampoco está nada mal, ¿eh? La muchacha pega fuerte. Y bueno, respondiendo a lo que me preguntaba Reviz, pues el otro día por... Mira, Jojo, yo por ejemplo, al principio tenía muchas ganas de tenerla, de hecho tiré en el único banner que se hizo de ella, que fue un banner bastante anómalo y no creo que se repita nunca más. Luego he pasado un poco por todas las fases, de gustarme mucho, de cansarme de ella y ahora pues mirar, la tengo con 2 constelaciones y la verdad es que, a ver, no es de mis favoritos, pero es un personaje que mete unos golpes muy considerables y sobre todo se puede jugar de muchas formas, porque lo lógico es jugarla así a melee muy rápido, pero también
Don't blink.
se puede jugar a hacer ataques descendentes, que hay mucha gente que los desperdicia.
Incoming.
Y los ataques descendentes pueden ser muy poderosos.
Make my escape. You're toast! Fate is upon you. Speed of light. Yeah, cut to the chase.
A la rica bajada de frames.
Nice and spicy. Incoming.
Y bueno, Reviz, volviendo a lo que te decía antes, el viernes pasado fui por la tarde a la cocina a ponerme un café. No vi nada raro y cuando vino mi marido se fijó que estaba goteando agua del techo y cosas de la vida les había reventado una válvula de la calefacción. Nos estaba goteando el agua a nosotros y bueno, pues gracias a eso, otro día que empezó a gotear también un poco de agua de otro lado, fui a avisarles. Pude ver cómo, en qué estado estaba el edificio, o sea, la casa, y literal está pues como si fuera ¿cómo os explico? Como si fuera una maqueta, es decir, está solo el techo, el suelo, todo lleno de arena, unas viguetas de aluminio para que no se caiga todo y que aguante hasta que se hagan los muros y ya está. Y ahora sí que es verdad que ya no hay tantísimo ruido como antes, ya no es tan de constante, pero sí que en algún momento están como hoy, que yo estaba en mi cama tranquilamente a las 6 de la mañana diciendo, bueno, hoy voy a
Thank you for
aprovechar
completing
que no
today's
tengo
commission.
nada que hacer por la mañana salvo ir a consultar
Add astro.
lo del famoso ciclo de formación profesional. Y no, nada, a las 9:30 encima de mi habitación y eso ya fue imposible dormir y pues nada, a la calle. Que bueno, también aprovecho y os digo, ¿vale? De momento no sé mucho más del tema del FP. Ya me han orientado un poco sobre tema de papeles y demás, ya lo puedo ir preparando todo. Pero lo que sí que os puedo decir es que si finalmente lo empiezo, el tema del streaming va a estar un poco complicado, chicos. Y os lo digo por adelantado, va a estar un poco complicado porque todas las clases van a ser por la tarde. A ver, sí, evidentemente es más importante, pero bueno, eso no quita que no me importe, evidentemente. Pero bueno, de todas formas se buscará eh, la forma de poder continuar emitiendo, aunque sea de forma esporádica. Pero bueno, ya os iré contando según se vayan pasando los acontecimientos. Que eso es una cosa que le digo mucho a mi madre, que no haga planes de planes de planes o planes de contingencia de planes que todavía no han podido pasar ni ocurrir, porque una cosa está bien tener un poco de planificación por si acaso y otra cosa es pasarse. Vamos a centrarnos en los acontecimientos del presente, como se suele decir, y luego ya veremos. Vale, creo que no ha sido muy buena idea coger este equipo porque no voy a sacar muchas esporas con esto.
Destiny. Fate is upon you. Got it, Dad. Yeah. Boba, get them. Come on out. Incoming. Out of the frying pan. Cut to the chase.
Vale, vamos a cambiar al equipo de energía. Y en este caso ya voy a dejar las flores de dinerito y vamos a pasar a las de libros de experiencia. De todas formas, también os digo que voy a morir porque uno de los días tengo que ir a nadar y un montón de cosas. Entonces, bueno. La parte buena es que probablemente o acabe muerto o hiperdelgado, lo cual viene en cualquiera de los dos casos bien.
Follow my strength. Gotcha.
Things are about to get dicey.
Sharing my knowledge. Here. Dance with the waves.
Oye, pues la verdad es que yo, Jojo, sí que te visualizo nadando sin decírmelo. O sea, sin saber que vas a nadar. Tú tienes un cuerpo como muy marcado, como muy estilizado. Te pega lo de nadar, la verdad. Mira.
Make yourselves at home. Stay put.
Yo es que también os digo que yo, por ejemplo, en mis años mozos, cuando era chavalete, no hacía absolutamente nada porque la única actividad que había era el fútbol. Y bueno, well, era eso o como mucho clases y dibujos, que sí que es una cosa que hice durante un tiempo. Y bueno, está claro que la creatividad, bueno, no la creatividad, sino el arte, no es lo mío. ¿Qué os puedo decir? Yo para algunas cosas se me da bien, dibujo a carboncillo, cosas por el estilo, pero, ay Dios mío, las manos, the struggle. ¿Vosotros sabéis lo que es una lucha perpetua, permanente y ya perdida de antemano? Nunca mejor dicho. Sabiendo que ibas a dibujarles las manos como si fueran muñones a las figuras humanas. Porque yo me acuerdo que uno de los primeros dibujos a lápiz que hice en clase de dibujo fue bueno, una dama de época así con un miriñaque muy bonito. Y la señora llevaba un moño así como muy estilizado y demás. Era como muy victoriana, ¿vale? Parecía un personaje sacado de una de las fiestas de alta sociedad de sentido y sensibilidad. Pero claro, luego le veías las manos y la señora parecía que tenía el cólera.
Busted.
Que a ver, como decía Mark Simpson, amar en los tiempos del cólera es preciso, pero... Se llama templanza, Barros, y su corazón estaba henchido en sufrimiento. Y bueno, aprovecho para contaros, ¿vale? Cosilla importante que se me acaba de venir ahora a la cabeza. Sobre todo para Riku y todos aquellos trazacaminos que estáis por ahí. Acordaros, muy importante, que aunque no soy partner oficial, sí que estoy conectado con el sistema de Hoyoverse, con lo cual, por ver el streaming de Star Rail, que vamos a empezar dentro de un rato. Sí, conoces el efecto purificante del jabón. Ras. Pues eso, lo que os decía, que solo por el hecho de ver el streaming de esta rail, recordad que tenéis drops, que tenéis cositas gratis, ¿vale? Que nunca vienen mal. Pues Jojo, de hecho, no sé si te habrás fijado alguna vez, pero en mi cuenta personal durante unos cuantos meses tenía de biografía. Se llama Templanza Barrows. Era una joven chica de Nantucket y su corazón estaba henchido de sufrimiento.
With all my strength. Everyone hold hands.
Gotcha.
All eyes on me.
De todas formas, esas parodias son brutales. Ayer estuvimos viendo No es eso, que era una parodia de It parte uno y parte 2 y era absolutamente brillante. Para que luego digan que
Weather is
los Simpsons
lovely
que
and
están
warm.
acabados. ¡Mentira!
Are about to start.
¡Mentira! Bueno, vamos a subir a KB, que el muchacho nos pide que le prestemos un poco de atención. Y ahora tenemos a nivel 87, lo cual no está nada mal. Y a ver... Bueno, fijaros, 225 libros rojos. Uf, 225 libros y aún no llegamos, casi. Mirar, el otro día me encontré un TikTok, era brutal, que salió un señor diciendo, no me importa qué carrera hayas hecho, no me importa cuáles sean tus logros, si no puedes sobrepasarme físicamente, no eres nada para mí. Y justo después, fundido a negro, y salían un chico y una chica rapeando diciendo, es otro hombre blanco con un podcast. Con un podcast. Eh, en- Básicamente ese vídeo explica de manera muy resumida toda la cultura que tenemos ahora mismo en Internet. Es horrible, horrible. Bueno, como ya hemos terminado los encargos, ya hemos gastado la resina, ya hemos hecho todo, vamos a empezar. Sí, efectivamente. Vamos a empezar con los encuentros de KB. No vamos a hacer todas las itineraciones, pero por lo menos vamos a hacernos una. Y luego ya pasaremos a la segunda parte con Star Rail, ¿vale? Ya veis, yo me estoy tomando aquí mi cafetito helado, que a pesar del día de mierda que tenemos aquí,
The weather is
sigue
lovely
haciendo un
and
calor que
warm.
te torras
I've
y
taken
yo
a look at
necesito
your
algo
proposal.
fresquito.
It's much better than the ones you showed me.
Oh, come on, not again. Isn't this the sixth?
It's a bit hard to put into words.
I have to say, that's a terribly vague and unconvincing explanation. Please enlighten
Uy,
me.
mirad,
What would feel
ni que
more
fuera mi
right
chico.
to you?
Oye, que queremos cambiar algo en el programa, pero no sabemos qué es.
For starters, don't you think this door too? I don't think it needs to be nearly this large. If you could reduce it.
The roof and the door are the most fundamental parts of a building. Even if the soul of the building won't be lost, all traces of architectural style would be gone. any.
Oh, I understand the principles of what you are saying, of course. Oh, actually, I just got an idea. Can we get rid of...
What?
Don't architects often say that symmetry makes everything more balanced and pleasing to the...
I really don't know how you managed to come up with such a ridiculous idea. Wait, don't tell me.
Madre mía,
Someone hired you specifically to commission me and put me through the ringer?
el de
Come to think of it,
assassines.
though, I really don't think I've gotten on anyone's bad side recently. Anyway, that's it. I will not be working on this commission anymore. Good.
Hey, young man, please wait.
Cabe no tiene el coño para fiestas hoy. Está claro que no. Ella no está alegre. Y ahora que lo pienso, está muy bien que hayan puesto el encuentro de KB ahora mismo, porque para algo es el mes del orgullo, ¿no? More expreso, less depreso.
This commission was truly the worst decision ever. Hmm? Oh, hey. Actually, while we're on that, what are you doing here at the tavern? Don't listen. So you saw that, did... Anyway, thanks for looking. Stress is just an inescapable part of being a working adult. Boss, I'll have a glass of wine. Do you want something too? I'll put it on my tab.
Wine in a glass.
Vale, dijo wine and a glass of juice, o sea que, evidentemente, esto refuerza la idea de que si es gay se toma un vinito blanco y ya un chardonnay y ya está, ya se ha quitado de mierdas.
Another glass, please, boss.
You've got it, sir. I gotta say.
It really is every other day that you'd run into a client who knows nothing about construction requirements or architectural style. If this was in the... But perhaps getting used to this just means that I've grown numb to it. I would spend a lot of time altering my designs, and by the time the clients were finally satisfied, all my passion... I suppose, though, that just sticking to your guns and... all of this makes for a real paradox. One that particularly crops up in my work, too.
Here's your drink. How are you already...
Boss, what do you think is the meaning of art?
The meaning of art.
Por cierto, cosa importante, el actor de doblaje de KB se llama Ben Balmaceda y es chileno de nacimiento y es de los chilenos que, a pesar de vivir en América, siguen hablando muy bien español, ¿vale? Lo sigue manteniendo muy bien. Con lo cual ya hemos visto en YouTube y en TikTok algunos cuantos cortos de KB hablando de arepas en español. Es muy gracioso.
Anyway, I don't know about art, but I do know.
What do you think, traveler? Exactly. So our art's the meaning of in Sumeru, and especially Sumeru of the past, it's too bad that I'm not in my best form today. Sounds great to me. I don't even want to think about this project anymore. Huh? Where did that come from? I mean, it's not like it's some kind of secret. You probably already know some bits and pieces of my past. My mother is also an architect. I've always adored her drawings, and when I was young, I used to sit next to her and perhaps... In fact, I have also seen my mother argue with her clients. Unfortunately, I've barely had any contact with her since she remarried and moved abroad. I did remember something else, though. When my mother left, she only carried. At the time, she even told me that it would be great if I could learn a few lessons. I hadn't quite come to grips with my emotions, and didn't really have it in me to go through any. It's been a really long time, now that so many years have passed. Sorry, I've had too much. Speaking of that, either way, thanks for reminding me that I can invite you to come along. Had I just gone back, thinking too hard about the words is giving me a headache. So I'll just give it. If you want to stick around and see how this will turn out, you'll. All
No.
right.
De
Then let's
hecho,
head back
estamos
together.
haciendo estas
I
misiones para
mean, you
conocer
already know where
tu
I
pasado,
live.
mameluco.
Who knew? Let me see. I should have tidied up the place before I left the house this morning. Anyway, there's no more time for drinks.
No mientas que quieres encontrarte con Alacem cuando sale del baño. Todos queremos. Madre mía, qué calor es. Uy. Texturas, volvés. Vale, gracias.
Alhaitham isn't in, so feel free to sit.
Bueno, vamos a ver qué encontramos.
Oh, nothing. I just didn't realize how much time had passed. The box is pretty dusty, which means I'm happy for her. I hope she'll be able to find happiness there.
Fontaine.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's see what I packed into this box. What are all these things? Oh, I remember now. Obviously, I wouldn't call it anything special now, but I was less than 5 years old when I made this
O sea
drawing.
que tiene
That's more than 20
20...
years ago.
20 algo.
You could say it's pretty good. Now that I've said that out loud, criticism and self-doubt have always been a part of the artistic process. Without criticism, there can be no improvement. I admit that I may have spent a little too long questioning myself this time around, but as you know, the heart tends to dwell on whatever it pleases. Anyway, never mind. The more I talk about it, the less confident. My building blocks! It's been years since I've last seen these. When I was a... Oh, and this blueprint. I made it by copying my mother's sketch. I was super proud of myself when I finished it. Unfortunately, my mother didn't realize that I had put it there. When she had a meeting with a client the next day, she handed my blueprint to him by mistake. It was only a few days later that he finally gathered up the courage to pay my mother a visit. My mother took me with her to personally apologize. She didn't scold me about it in private, though. Instead, she went over all the steps. Let's see. Is
Oh, a
there
ver.
anything else left in this box?
Un libro.
What was this again? This is my mother's notebook. When I was a child, I used to be super fascinated by this notebook, and always pestered my mother to let me read. Wonder why she didn't take this notebook with. If only I could. Hey, it's not a matter of time, who knows? Maybe this time something will click in my head, and the... I could tell what you were thinking. I've tried my name, my father's name, my mother's name, my grandparents' names on both sides, and all of our birthdays. I've even tried stuff like Love You Kave, Take Care, and Yours Truly.
Te quiero mucho, Cabe. Cuídate mucho, Cabe. Mi Cabe es el más guapo.
I wouldn't try that route again. I have a hunch that it won't be that simple. Also, so we could find someone who was close to my mother. My mother was never really the one to be social. My father... Let me think. Is there still someone at the academy? You've never really heard of her? She's a famous Kashawar scholar and leading expert in formal. Professor Zaha Hadid published many
Zaha
books during
Hadid.
her career, so I was able to learn a lot by studying her essays. If there's anyone who still remembers, she's older now and is no longer teaching at the academia. But let's go take a look. We might run into.
Bueno, esperemos que no esté muerta. Madre mía. Hoy no he entrenado, pero el día ha sido duro igualmente. Uf. Bueno, ya tenemos aquí una pequeña cinemática. Oh,
What am I
Tignari.
supposed to do?
Tainari, what are you?
Oh, it's you. I came into the city to buy some experiment reagents, hoping. But as soon as I got here, I noticed someone banging on Cyrus's door. I was thinking about going over to ask what's happening.
Granny?
Yeah, she's just over there.
I had a quick drink or two.
Drinking in broad daylight. Really? And you, traveler? You didn't try to stop him? You look like a wreck, Kaveh. You know what?
Huh? Oh,
All right. Then I'll plan on I'll be heading back to Gandharvaville for now. I have a feeling that argument over there is gonna...
a granny who lives nearby. Let's go take a look.
Vamos a ver. Hay que buscar aquí a la señora. Vale, es esta, claramente. Zaha Hadid.
Plan on keeping yourself locked in. My tomato was growing so well. It had all.
I already told you I had nothing to do with it. You'd have to be awfully green as an... You see, the word green here can refer to...
Enough nonsense. Just come out.
You're out of your mind. If I've actually done something wrong...
Oh, why you?
Madre mía.
Professor Zaha Hadid?
And who are you? Oh, Kaveh. How long has it been? It's no big deal, really. A few of us old scholars got bored in our retirement. Which brings us to our current predicament. My tomato.
Hey, don't try to defame me in front of the kids.
Madre mía, el shave.
Dirty laundry now. Then why don't we talk about you sneaking in...
Lucky for you, see. Come on, let's go.
Yes.
Como dirían. Yo no voy a decir nada.
Is far enough?
Yes, as far as I know. She left for Fontaine some time.
Ah, yes.
No, not at all.
That's good to hear. Your mother did struggle quite a bit those few years. It's probably... Sometimes I wonder if things were harder for her because she was so beautiful. She was still quite young when she first joined my class as a student. Beautiful. She had to make a lot of drastic change. Even during her time in the academia, she was a thorough perfectionist. She had many admirers, and they'd always fill up the first few rows of seats, hoping they could get... But every time I saw her, she was always in that same rigid pose.
I'm sure she had many difficult moments in her life. How did...
I'm not too sure. I do remember one time, though, when she got into... She said, "True art cannot be understood. But if you ask me, that's probably the greatest source of pain for Jean."
So that's how it is. I wonder if the password could be...
What are you trying...
My mother left her notebook to me, but it has a password and I have...
It's the least I can do. Your personalities are quite alike, too. You're both stubborn and both a little awkward.
Ujú.
Of course, I'm sure the similarities are mostly. I've taught a lot of students over my career. They would know exactly what they want to express. Some clients would choose to respect the architect's vision or just let the argument go because of the architect's reputation. But those are the rare ones. When Farnak first graduated, she was getting into arguments with her.
I see. But could he?
No, I think they were probably beyond him too. But Farnak
No tenía
had
por
many
qué entenderle,
admirers,
sino
but she
simplemente
ended up choosing
apoyarle.
your father. His support probably.
So instead of understanding, perhaps all we need is just. Huh.
Oh,
Yes!
then you should be on your way. Being the awkward person that she is, I suppose there. If you're ever in a mood to chat again, just.
Thank you so much.
There's no need to be.
I wonder what my mother could have written.
Bueno, vamos a ver cuál es ese
They
secreto.
all say Zaha Hadid's class is the toughest, but I think it's actually not too bad. I met someone special. At first, I didn't think much. We decided to name our son Kaveh. I don't think a younger me would have ever imagined forming. The bad news came. And even though it's been several days now, but I have to face reality.
Huh? Is this a
Mm.
drawing? Seems like it was done by my mother.
Oh. Pero este ya lo habíamos visto anteriormente, ¿no?
This blonde man was probably my father.
Ah.
But who? From the dates in the notebook, she probably. Maybe we were thinking too much.
The one who invited us to the gathering is a talkative woman. The talkative woman introduced everyone to each other. She spoke really. My husband seems to be friends with the man with long ears. I couldn't really join their conversation. I don't think I'd be able to become friends with any of these. That man is certainly very handsome, but he would constantly alternate. We were not acquainted with each other to begin with, and I doubt we'll see each other again after this gathering. Maybe my son will also partake in these gatherings in the future.
Who would have thought my mother used to attend that kind of thing?
Mm.
It seems she was only good at talking about her own work and found it difficult to join. There's more written on the back.
Kaveh, I was both overjoyed. You are very talented, and I am confident that you will become an architect of much. No one will be able to help you during your journey as an artist. But outside of your, whenever you feel down, seek out a friend to sit and have a chat.
Básicamente el poder de
You
la
can
amistad, como
accumulate
siempre.
joy and fulfillment by spending time with them.
So that's the answer she prepared for me. Well, now that I've read her words, although it'd be nice to get together with friends and chat the night away, besides, don't most people hate the feeling of seeing their friends troubled? And don't forget, I'm also older than... You're not wrong, but I... Wait, do you mean it?
Oh.
I've gotten so used to sarcasm that I can't tell... You know what?
Chica, que tenemos cena. Ponte el traje y vete a la cena. Vamos.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from.
Vale, vamos al jardín DI o DI. Vamos a seguir los briquitos mágicos hasta el punto de encuentro. Vale, y aquí tenemos a Tignari y a Saino.
Oh, Hatham also got my invite, right?
Oh, Dios mío, la hacen.
That guy, he's never been...
Are you sure?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
You still haven't told me...
we're celebrating the end of the first phase of Kale's studies.
Oh,
I wanted to thank...
Then where's Kale?
She said she wanted to show everyone a bit of what she's learned, so she's still doing some Anyway, let's get started. The curriculum will become a lot more involved, and I'm worried that she won't be able to get through all of it. I was hoping...
I knew this wouldn't be just a simple free dinner.
Yes, I thought it would be. Anyway, let's take a quick trip down memory lane.
Never happened to me.
I'd just pull another all-nighter.
You two are hopeless. Does anyone have a more useful answer to the question?
Ooh, that's a good point. Confidence is the most
This could be a potential direction. I have
It's very simple.
Oh,
Instead
Dios
of
mío, ha
focusing on the
venido.
amount of material you would like to teach, focus.
Wow, you actually showed up. I could probably count the
It's still more than the number of times you've managed to get a proposal approved on the first try.
Damn!
as long as you're still aware. So, what made the difference this time? Are you looking to drink your sorrows away with some friends?
Decís, amigas.
That's your purpose for being here, not mine. Don't project your ways of thinking onto me.
So you're saying the only reason you came is to help Minority with his brainstorming?
Madre mía, los tascas.
Precisely.
Chicas.
Kale will have a long...
Hey, just to get one thing clear. Even if Kale manages to make her way to the academia, we cannot let her enroll in her...
What are you saying? Spontamad is the better choice. It's where I graduate.
Then what about Amorta? That's the Darshan.
There are only 2 other Darshans left. We might as well...
You? I'm trying to... Traveler, you aren't associated with any of the 6 Darshans. In your opinion, which Darshan...
Sí, yo creo que sí.
Agreed.
Porque la
And my
tensión
goal in
sexual
inviting you
es
here was to gather some
palpable.
thoughts on the
Phase 2 far exceeds Phase 1 in both curriculum complexity.
Hey, what are you thinking now? Please...
Actually, I was thinking about lending her a professions guide.
I'll make sure to write, "Don't become an architect" on the front page of that.
Is there another phase after Phase 2? What's the ultimate goal?
We don't need to think that far ahead.
Pero sí que se vayan a follar ya
I'm
porque es lo que
telling you,
necesitan.
That client had no idea what he was talking about.
Madre
Have you considered
mía.
finding another client?
Ah, they're all the same. I haven't had a good night's sleep.
It's too late now to change careers. You might as well. Besides, you'll be getting up in the middle of the night to make edits.
No.
Cheer up, Kaveh. I'll tell you a new
No,
trick.
no, 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 un chiste no, un chiste no.
We'll save that for the end, Sino.
Madre mía. Pues sí, se ha cogido un buen pedo. Bueno, igual. Se ha cogido un buen pedo el señor. Bueno, ya vemos aquí las itineraciones. Y nada, pues mañana y el resto de días iremos haciéndolas una cada día para no sobrecargarnos. Ahora voy a hacer una pequeña pausa, ¿vale? Para ir al baño y así al paso voy a hacer intercambio de juegos. Así que quedaros, que nadie se mueva, porque paso lista y en cuestión de unos minutos empezamos con la aventura espacial en Star Rail. Así que nos vemos ahora. Bueno, chicos, ya estamos de vuelta con Star Rail y, como veis, no mentía en ningún momento. Me he conseguido hacer con Silver Wolf, que de momento la tengo a poco nivel, hay que reconocerlo. Y tampoco tengo ningún cono de luz que sea especialmente bueno. Calderón creo que no es el más adecuado. Y bueno, en este caso también tengo a Himeko, que Himeko directamente está a nivel 1, la pobre. No da para más. Pero bueno, confirmarme que se me oiga bien, ¿vale, chicos? Porque tengo mis dudas, pero creo que está todo correcto. Y bueno, en este caso la mejor opción va a ser ir a por libros de experiencia. Porque ahora mismo estos personajes de 5 estrellas piden a gritos que los subamos. Y es lo que vamos a hacer, básicamente. Vamos a ver cuál es el aviso. Vale, tenemos algún problemilla conocido en la quest del evento. Vamos a mirar las misiones. Vale, si os digo la verdad, no sé si es que no han metido más misiones de trazacaminos. No tengo idea. Pero bueno, lo importante va a ser continuar con la misión principal del evento. Pero bueno, ahora vamos a darle un try a los cálices de experiencia, porque ahora mismo, lo que os decía, necesito bastante experiencia para continuar y mejorar los personajes. Así que vamos a darle un poco de cañita.
Lend me your strength. What a headache. Who's next?
Vale.
I'll free you from your chains.
Vamos a cargárnoslo. ¡Pum! Turno extra, porque sí. Turno extra, porque también. Y hasta turno extra, porque nos los hemos cargado. Ya veis, 4 turnos y ni se ha inmutado esta muchacha.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
O sea, quiero decir, ¿quién necesita personajes de erudición cuando tienes un cazador que puede hacer daño en área una y otra vez? Lanzazo.
Always a weakness. Lend me your strength. Who's next? Naughty child.
Lance at the ready.
Don't mess with me.
Pues ya estaría.
I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Who's next? You'll pay for this. We've entered the storm. To guard and defend.
Las animaciones de Bronia me puto encantan, chicos.
That's better.
Thanks. I'm on guard.
Don't mess with me.
this battle is unavoidable. Nap time. What a headache.
Bueno, y con esto
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies.
terminamos
Illusions of the past.
el cáliz de oro. Ya veis, ¿para qué nos vamos a matar con personajes de ataque en área si con uno solo lo podemos hacer todo? Esto es así. Bueno, la misión diaria la vamos a hacer ahora porque tampoco está mal. Bueno, es otra misión de Tamila que los que ya hayáis jugado y la estéis haciendo, sabréis que es un coñazo absoluto porque es básicamente hacer de stalker a una señora. Importante, ¿vale? Esta reja por aquí, de aquí, si todavía lo tenéis, aseguraos de hablar con el personaje que sale. Tenéis que hablar en distintos días y es una quest que pone que bueno, es un pelín creepy, ¿vale? Es un pelín creepy y da un logro. Bueno, ya veis que hay un montón de logros relacionados con el cubo, con los cubos de la basura. De hecho, creo que hay un logro de abrirlos todos aquí en Belobog. Bueno, más estarqueo. Cartas sin entregar. Esto parece una subquest. De hecho, ya me he encontrado varias por ahí. Y bueno, evidentemente hay gente por internet que ya lo ha hecho absolutamente todo. Es un poco raro, ¿no? Madre mía. Los memes con los cubos de la basura de este juego. ¿Qué está pasando? Pero es lo simpático. Yo creo que, o sea, lo están haciendo a propósito. Quieren convertir este juego en el juego de los memes. Ya tenemos el meme de Erta que está pegando fuerte, fuerte. Y el meme de los cubos también. Vamos, no os digo que ya hay hasta una página que tú vas pulsando y te va haciendo el curú. Pescado frito con mermelada. Uf, poto.
The new Moo sour cream would cost me my life.
Bueno, de momento no se ve ningún cubo de basura más por aquí. Voy a intentar investigarlos todos.
So, this friend of mine.
Vaselina. Bueno. He comprado un disco que no viene mal. Y recetitas de crema potenciadora en módulo de lenguaje. Ah. Pues esto puede ser útil. Nunca se sabe. Madre mía, más parafilias. Pero bueno, yo os digo, sobre todo los que seáis fans de los juegos de mi joyo, acordaros bien de revisarlo todo, porque tienen muchísimos secretitos, muchísimas quests estas que nos salen en el libro de quest, tesoros escondidos, mierdecillas diversas, así que ojito a lo que encontráis. Y si tenéis dudas para qué vale cada cosa, pues tan fácil como buscar el nombre del objeto en Google y tirar. Vamos a ver. Vale, este buzón no pasa nada.
It's 100% true.
Found.
Se me ha ido. Bueno, ya continuaré explorando la dimensión de los cubos de basura en otro momento. Bebida con sabor a panda y Game Roger. ¿Cómo puede ser una bebida que sepa pan? Vale, ok, ya tenemos a la chica con sus parafilias, sus rollos. Ok. Vale, desbloqueamos la receta y desbloqueamos la receta. Y en guía vamos a reclamar ya, por fin, todos los premios del día. Que me gusta a mí un premio. Casi tenemos para otro salto. Vamos a ver cómo vamos de tiradas. Por suerte no me ha tocado Dungeon. La pena es que no me ha tocado Serval. Vale, vamos a ver cómo vamos. Vale, la anterior ha sido hasta, entonces todavía podemos hacer unas cuantas tiradas hasta el siguiente morado. Y ya veis que 1, 2, 3 y otra vez me ha tocado a la cuarta tirada. Pues yo creo que igual hasta me conviene más tirar en el banner de... En este banner por si acaso. Bueno, este es uno de los nuevos personajes que van a sacar, parece ser. Bueno, este es el que el mundo aclame, que yo como participé en el evento de preregistro ya lo tengo. Y este de una imagen en el recuerdo que es de armonía, que yo creo que para Bronia vendría muy, muy bien. Pues venga. Pues vamos a seguir continuando con la misión de evento, mentalidad de Punk Lorde. Que, bueno, básicamente lo que nos está obligando es a seguir los pasos de hackeo de Silver Wolf a través de la estación orbital ERTA. Así que bueno, vamos a ver un poco qué es lo que pasa aquí. Vale. Esto lo vamos a dejar para después.
Wait, don't move. I get chills. Just perfect. Not only did she shut off all the access logs, she shut off all the terminals. This wouldn't have been a high priority issue. I am curious though. She paused the terminal. As a Stellaron hunter, she leaves the Stellaron behind. As a hacker, she doesn't delete the local log. Relax, friend. I've done this.
Pues nada, habrá que partirles la cara.
You'll pay for this. Lend me your strength. What a headache. Naughty child. Nap time. Don't mess with me. There's always a weak.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I'm okay. I'll free you from your disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Catapum. Se ha acabado.
See? I was right. There... Now we can browse through the Curio access logs. Huh? From the way things look, yes. The records show that this Curio... I'm seriously confused. No, if I start thinking like that...
Graffiti desbloqueado, vector de rocío. Vale, erotema. Estos son los que he encontrado en la parte previa, ¿vale, chicos? Que sinceramente hoy no me di cuenta y empecé la misión para adelante Y ya está. Vamos a ver. Haz clic para ver los grafitis desbloqueados. Durante el evento Juego Caza Estrellas, completa la misión de acompañante. Mentalidad de Punk Lorden en modo historia y podrás obtener grafitis, activar las marcas de grafitis. Haz clic en la marca de graffiti para realizar el análisis del cono de luz. Completa el análisis para obtenerlo. Vale. Vale, básicamente para conseguir el resto de objetos. Vale, control de acceso. Vale, cosas que podemos comprarnos. Un huellas del destino, chicle globitos, que básicamente es el material de mejora. Y es simpático. Porque es un kilométrico de boomer. Bueno, es simpático, nos da materiales de mejora para todos los personajes, no está nada mal. Vamos a ver. Vale, vamos a darle. A ver qué tal se nos da. En la oficina de Erta. Venga.
That's not. I'll say it again. I don't care what Runmei said to you, but there's no chance we're shutting down the simulated universe.
Herta, I've made my decision. Question. What have we invested into this project? Hundreds of system hours, the resources of an entire planet, and what have we gotten in return? Unknowns, confusion, and a series of errors. In the beginning, we defined the simulated universe as a miniature world that could be used to discover the traces of the eons. But now, it's become something far removed from its original purpose.
The simulated universe is bound to make errors. You said that yourself, and that's exactly what we're experiencing.
I adore the vast amount of knowledge, but I cannot accept that the simulated universe... Herta, think about it. How many surprises has this project given
No lo sé.
And how many disappointments?
The simulated universe never disappointed me. You are what disappoints me, Screwlum. Do you really think of yourself as someone so exceptionally amazing? Right now, you're more like...
Herta, I don't mean to question you. Nor do I want to... I just want to give more room for knowledge and inspiration to grow.
That's enough.
Se ha pillado un cabreo.
Leave if you don't want to be part of this. Go tell the other two yourself. Oh, I can go find Adrian Taylor, or the red-nosed old man from Epsilon, or even the Intelligentsia Guild.
La enana se ha cabreado.
Screw them. We've known each other for a long... You're nothing but a piece of ice...
Bueno. Well.
My apologies, madam. This all started with me. I was the one that brought up the request to end our academic. However, we have our differences when it comes down to our long-term vision for the future. Deep down, I want to continue to believe in Herta. The question is whether one should end a collaboration that no longer holds true. Are you worried about her? Thank you for the humor. It is good. The emotions of organic life are like tides. It is my fault for not noticing the trajectory of the moon. Let Herta be. As for the simulated universe, if that's... Search. Bonfire in the depths of the woods. A lone stone. That is a love letter a Galaxy Ranger has written for the universe. It is a planet made of data and symbols. The edges of reality and illusion are blurred in Punk. An ether cartridge is a chip that Punklordian hackers use to edit reality. The ways through which a hacker perceives... It's a recording of the hacker's life and proof of their existence. The one on the... He became a Galaxy Ranger by accident and spent many long years traveling among the stars. Many of the records and details recorded therein are beyond the knowledge of even the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild. Yes, no need to worry. It's, as I said, it is a very important reference for the simulation. Herta was probably impulsive and added the cartridge into the simulation without telling anyone. I understand your concern. If the individual as such, please allow me to offer my limited abilities to assist you with your... As you already know, the simulated universe will be shut down temporarily. Yes, this is by way of apology for shutting down the simulated universe. This is my recommendation.
Did you hear that? The simulated universe? Wait! This isn't my fault. This is terrible. Still, beating myself up all the time won't help either. Having heard what Mr. Screwlum said, I'm afraid I won't be able to accompany you. Anyway, I'll be...
Ahí estaré animándote. ¡Yuhu!
Well, madam, are you ready?
Puede que haya algo, a lo mejor incluso es el punto de conexión con el mundo de Star Rail.
Very well. I will be sending you into the simulated universe. This will help us quickly locate the cartridge in the vast sea of data.
Ostras, el nivel telita, chicos. Vale, Silverwolf como prueba. Vamos a poner a Silly, a la trazacaminos y a Natasha para evitar que nos maten. A ver qué tal sale.
Young madam, are you? You are now inside the data link. Hacker. Oh, conclusion. That is a holographic record that the simulated universe has created. In here, regardless of how large or small, all variables are... You were right. The enemy's invasion has spread to the deepest parts of the simulated universe. Young madam, please stay still.
Hey, you.
I initiated the simulation flow. This is just a record of the... Please listen and don't interrupt her. We may be...
First off, I'm not obsessed with it. On Punklord, the stories of the cartridge are no different from textbooks. Secondly, it's not some kind of video game cartridge. It's an ether cartridge. Do you understand what that actually means? With that cartridge, if a guy went to a movie premiere and bought some... Lastly, I'm gonna say it again. I am not obsessed with it. Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly. This place is different from the rest.
It is safe to assume that 2 people entered. Interesting. You are now taking the point of view of the companion.
You took the bait.
Vale, y la parte simpática es que si utilizamos la E de Silverwolf,
What a headache.
fijaros, ahora tiene debilidad al físico.
Who's next? Naughty child. Nap time.
Cosa que antes no tenía.
One. You took the bait. Don't mess with me.
Pues... ¿Qué queréis que os diga, chicos?
Lance at the ready.
¡Wow!
More enemies.
Not a scratch.
What a headache. Naughty child. Nap time.
Lo tenemos.
Fork in the road, huh? Wanna pick one first? Give...
Yes.
Sí, bastante.
Wrong choice. The correct...
Sí, de momento parece que está bastante rota porque... Pues eso, le añade debilidades al enemigo. Y en un juego en el que las debilidades lo son todo.
Not what... why would hurt her? Never mind. I miss...
She's actually on the correct path. She just needs to continue. What has happened is destined to happen again. Stellaron Hunter, Silver Wolf. We fought against... It was more like a test than a duel. She would attack, and I would defend. I never thought our next meeting would take place.
What the... This was the right way all along.
Seems like we can now continue forward.
Bueno, realmente no podemos interactuar con ello.
Oh, back to the space station again.
Vale, bien. Me gusta que se salte las cosas.
One. You took the bait. Time for a buzz. Don't mess with me. Who's next?
Pues ya estaría.
One. You took the bait. Time for a buzz. So you are afraid of me. This combat needs
Y para que
optimizing.
veáis,
This is double speed. I'll end your misery. Time for a shot.
I'm on guard.
What a headache. Who's next? Finally, almost there. There's even a miniature Herda over here. Eesh. A little narcissistic, isn't she? The whole space station, I was planning on adding a mustache for her, but the spray didn't work.
She's talking about that portrait in the elevator room, no? That's correct. The ether cartridge data is in... Yes, that incongruous... She came for the Stellaron, but showed a strong interest in the curios. And I must admit, I recall a story about Punk Lord. It is said that graffiti is a special... Whether it be for competition or for joy, they leave a trail in the places they visit. And would this ongoing affair not be part? In which case...
Bueno, chicos, os comento un poquito. Cuando acabe esta parte del evento, voy a cerrar el streaming un pelín por adelantado porque estoy un poco cansadillo. No ha sido una mañana fácil y veo que estoy con muy poca gracia, con muy poca gana en general. Entonces, creo que es mejor una retirada estratégica antes de acabar hecho polvo. Luego me disculpéis, pero hay días o semanas que uno no está del todo bien y esta semana es una semana cansada. Bueno, ya veis que solo por los hackeos tenemos todas las habilidades del grupo, con lo cual...
Look, we found it. The ether... There is an unwelcome third party here with us. If what we are seeing constitutes past images of Silver Wolf, then for her to have made it this far would have entailed... I believe that she was indeed able to hack into Herta's office. After all, even the best hacker wouldn't be able to find a specified target.
Unless she had someone to guide her there.
Básicamente le hemos llevado.
You want to explain it to her?
The final results are on the display table, young madam. Take a closer look if you wish. We have plenty of time. You've guessed correctly. The person that stands... She left herself a back door in the office, performed a proxy hack the moment you entered the simulated universe. I must say, she really is a masterful actor. Mr. The graffiti is like a two-way data tunnel. You can use it to retrace the trail she... I fear she may well have had the whole thing planned out before. I'm sorry. Herta forbade me from disclosing any information.
O sea que nos han estado
She made
utilizando.
clear that knowledge would not be... However, the way I see it, the most important elements were... Well then, were you satisfied, Miss Silver Wolf?
Huh. You knew it all. I knew it would be hard to fool you. All that talk you were spouting along the way was meant for me, wasn't it?
It is a joy and an honor to have the opportunity to face off against you once again.
So, the business about shutting down the universe and the art...
That is up to you to interpret. Herta and I have always been frank with one another. Sharp conversation. Miss Silver Wolf is truly a talented hacker. Not only did she calculate everything ahead of time, she has numerous variables.
Esto es como el capítulo de Rick y Morty, un doble juego con un giro al final.
News of my sudden visit to the space station was probably the only uncontrollable variable in her plan. And with my arrival came the nightmare of shutting down the simulated universe. That would have ruined her plans and all her preparations.
Madre
You now
mía.
know everything.
Everything? No, no. You're wrong about the most. You think I came here out of desperation, but I've been bursting with excitement this whole time. Do you know how happy I was when you showed up, Screwlum? I haven't
Me
had
hace
the thrill
gracia
of
que
a
es
formidable
Screwlum.
opponent in such a long time.
Tornillum suena
The
mejor.
Legion is nothing but a bunch of cavemen, and the IPC were a disappointment. Only the Society has the talent to provide me with a fun reality. is nothing but a game. But what's the point of a game if it can't make you happy? An invitation.
You're confident you'll be able to get...
That's right. And I'm bringing this with me.
Oh, a copy.
Why else would I entertain so much small talk? You're not the only one stalling for time. I'm guessing that Herta is hiding in a... And I'm looking forward to it. How do you plan on stopping me this time? Are you going to turn the simulated universe into a black box? Or are you going to work with the IPC and put together a cross-galactic and the long-awaited result will finally...
My apologies, Miss Silverwolf, but none of what you are hoping...
Huh?
Huh?
Leave? But why?
Your creativity has proven interesting. However, I have nothing to do with your quarrel with the space station.
I'm gonna leave with this...
That's just a duplicate. Correction, not only is the one in your possession a duplicate, but so is the one here. The real curio was transferred elsewhere at the very beginning.
What if I attack the space station?
It would have nothing to do with me. But I must warn you, it is likely that someone would step forward.
Then what if I were to destroy the simulated universe?
I'm sorry, but that simply isn't possible. Ether editing isn't...
What is the point of this then? You guys went out of your way to put together the...
That's right. This way, the game that you so carefully orchestrated is now pointless, is it not? Silver Wolf, I know what you're after. The IPC's shackles won't be able to hold you, and jail is but another game to you.
Oh, Dios mío, esto es Don Phil de Troll.
We will no longer enable you. However, Herta felt that this would be too easy on you, and wanted to add something of her own. And that is why, in this very moment, she has reverse-hacked you and located all your interastral network accounts. A total of 76 accounts. How would it be if the IPC were to freeze all of them? Including all of your game records.
Oh, Dios mío.
Hey, hold on a minute.
And she logged out. Games are always fun in the eyes of a child, but to an adult, then it's about time we were on our way.
Madre mía. La de sacadas de polla de esta parte. Jolín, chicos. Bueno, al menos hemos desbloqueado un graffiti. Bueno, varios. Vale, me he confundido. Vale. Pues casi estamos a 2 grafitis de desbloquear el cono de luz, lo cual está muy bien. Pues nada, chicos, como os decía, vamos a dejarlo por hoy aquí y mañana, espero que con un poco de suerte, volveremos con un pelín más de energía. Pues nada, espero que a pesar de tener que cortarlo un pelín antes, que os haya gustado, que os haya entretenido el stream y lo dicho, mañana nos vemos a la hora de siempre. Así que nada, manteneros seguros, manteneros felices y sobre todo manteneros vivos para estar un día más aquí. Hasta la próxima.